Before I moved in 2023, I used to go to a school for like several years, like maybe 12 years or something, like longer than I can remember. I went there like from preschool to then 8th grade. Like I graduated that school. Anyway, I was very shy for a long time in elementary school and preschool. I was one of the shy kids. I don't know if I exactly remember saying much when I was in that school, before middle school. But I do remember talking more when I got older. It's just that I usually stayed quiet unless I was talking to friends or unless someone spoke to me. But that was years ago. Anyway, being how shy I was, the school that I went to has a lot about, public speaking and stuff like that. And, performances. Like there were a lot that we had to do, like during like strings class where I played violin. There'd be strings concerts that would happen like twice a school year or something. Like there'd be a summer and fall or something. Or spring and fall, and we would have like spring and fall and winter assemblies where people from like 1st to 8th grade would perform. And I learned how to taiko drum when I was in about 8th grade. But something we did do a lot was sing. We would sing a lot of songs, and there were a lot of songs that we sang that I still remember today, like the Erie Canal song or the Children Go Where I Send Thee. There's so many versions of that song. But yeah, we sang that, and I sang pretty quietly because, I was very shy, but, I didn't really exactly know what my voice sounded like because I was so quiet. But then I realized, okay, I guess I can sing, pretty high, like I have a high singing voice, but I didn't really understand it. And then during COVID, I remember being, of course, extremely bored, and I had to do online classes, and those were really hard and really boring and tedious. But what I did do is that whenever I was home alone, and when I traveled here, I think like during Christmas, during like 2020, like at a different house, but like near this house, I did karaoke songs. And my YouTube channel was like brand new. It was only a few months old, or definitely less than 6 months old. And I had this karaoke playlist that I created that I think had maybe like 50 songs at the time. Now it has like over 900. But when I was at that age, before my teens, and I think I might have been like in 5th or 6th grade, I don't remember. But I sang like karaoke's from there, and then I realized, okay, I guess I have a higher vocal range. I started to get more of my vocal range, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then I remember singing, one of the songs I loved singing a lot would be like Sally's song from The Nightmare Before Christmas, or Love Me Like You Do by I think that song was by Ellie Goulding. She has like a lot of bangers, but the Love Me Like You Do song, I remember singing that. I think I might even remember singing that song for like the very first time on karaoke. And I was surprised because I completely blew it out of the fucking water. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, I'm just being goofy. Okay. But I completely like killed it, and I was so surprised. I was like, damn, girl, I did not know you could sing like that. The song does have a pretty high overall vocal range in it. Like, people who sing any lower would have trouble singing that song. But considering the fact that I think I'm probably like a mezzo-soprano or just a full-on soprano, I realized I could sing that, like, really well. And then I did more singing for the next, like, few years. Then 2023 rolled around. I graduated middle school, or just that school in general. And then I was in 9th grade. And then, like, maybe even a week later, I was able to get into a choir. And I did an audition. I don't remember if I had any song. Oh, yeah, I had a song prepared, which was Everything Has Changed by Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran. And I was going to sing that, but I didn't sing it, but I still ended up getting in. And that choir I went to for like 2 years, like a little over 2 years, in fact. And then after that, the choir completely disbanded because people just kept quitting. And I was going to go to the Spain and Portugal trip, which I think, if I was still in that choir, and if, we were still able to go, the Spain and Portugal trip probably would have already happened, because it was going to happen in, like, I think June of 2026, and I was like, oh damn, like, the time went by so fast. And then after that, I, wanted to continue doing choir because I realized that my voice was maturing and improving. Like, I realized I just had more control over my voice. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, I didn't know it was possible. And then listen to so many recordings of my voice because, I have a video editing as a hobby, or just, I guess, I'm really into music and stuff. So then I realized, I listened to the recording, several times just to be sure that it sounds good. And, it can take me a while because I'd be like, wait a minute, I feel like this is missing something. But then after a few months, I end up realizing, okay, this song's good. But sometimes I guess I have a more tight schedule on it. However, I want to say that my voice definitely matured. I've performed, with my voice, or just performed in general so many times. And this channel has given me, like, an outlet for being confident about myself and just my voice. And overall, I think even in my, young adult life. And, I am excited for what the future has to hold, but I will continue singing and being a musician because I love doing that. It's one of my most favorite things I've ever been passionate about in my life. And if you want to start singing, I think I definitely recommend going in the choir, or maybe taking voice lessons, or maybe just practicing by yourself. But always be confident. Don't worry about, your inner voice saying that you sound like a dying cat, because, I don't know, maybe one day you will, improve. I mean, yeah, I know singing isn't for everyone, but it's a very beautiful thing if it is something that you are into. But, man, I just, I think, I think definitely, the more you perform in front of an audience, regardless if it's, in, like, plays or musicals like I've been in, or if it's just performances in general, the more you do it, the more you'll definitely become more confident about it. And now I'm not scared to perform in front of an audience. Like, I'm not afraid of that. I mean, yeah, I do get these awkward moments where I'm singing and then, like, my parents come home or someone comes home and it's super awkward. But, like, it's gotten less awkward because they've heard me sing so many times. Like, my family's heard me sing. People have heard me sing before. Like, I don't have anything to hide when it comes to that. But, yeah, going into choir and definitely practicing does, really do good in your life. And I've become a confident person by this aspect as well. So, yeah. So, I hope that whatever you are passionate about, anyone who's watching this, I hope that you are able to find confidence in that and be happy about it, because happiness is something that I think everyone deserves.